Good morning, students, and welcome back to this recorded session. Today, we are going to learn about the climate. About what is a climate? Well, it's easy, kids. It is, kids, the weather of an area over a period of several years. It means a long term. The climate is measured by using the temperature. But what temperature is? Temperature is the degree or intensity of heat present in a substance or object, especially as expressed according to a comparative scale and shown by a thermometer or perceived by touch. Well, in this case, we have to learn that the temperature is measured by using the degrees Celsius or the degrees Fahrenheit. And also we have the precipitation. Well, kids, the precipitation is the amount of rain, snow, hail, etc. that has fallen at a given place within a given period and is measured with a pluviometer in liters of waters per square meter. To find out about the climate of an area, you need to know firstly the average annual temperature, then the maximum and minimum temperatures. Also, you need to know about the temperature differences between night and day. And finally, so you also need the annual precipitation. Well, there are a lot of changes, a lot of factors that affect the climate. For example, if you live in a cold zone or in a warm zone, so it depends of that, right? It depends of the latitude. For example, so if you live near the Ecuador, so in the Ecuador we have a hot zone, una zona caliente. But if you go to the north or to the south, you have warm zones. But if you go to the poles, si van a los polos, so you got the cold zone. Okay, so these factors are latitude, altitude, and relief. Okay, el relieve. Well, the latitude is the distance of a place from the equator. Sunlight hits the land around the equator more than it hits the land at the poles. This gives Earth different climates, hot, warm, and cold, the latitude, and the altitude, that it is a vertical distance of a point above sea level, and temperatures are colder at higher altitudes. It means, kids, imagine that you are in a mountain, kids. It's not the same altitude as if you are in plain, right? Si están en llano. Okay, also the relief influences climate. Clouds release water when they collide with mountains. There is more precipitation in mountainous areas, and the temperature of the ocean cools and warms more slowly than the temperature of land. Temperatures vary less near the ocean. Las temperaturas varían menos cerca del océano. Also, kids, we have different types of climates. Well, kids, we have the polar climate, the mountainous climate, also the temperate climate, the Mediterranean, the desert, and the tropical climate, kids. Okay, these are different type of climates, but what is the difference between them or among them, kids? Well, kids, the polar climate vary in temperatures. It is very cold and also it is very dry, but during the year, kids, so there is colder than. The polar climate is very cold and dry all year. Now, the mountainous climate. The mountainous climate is very cold all year also because it is mountainous. Remember, kids, the climate vary according to the place, right? In this case, the mountainous climate is very cold all the year too. Now, but we have the difference of them. So we have the temperate climate, that it is cold in winters and mild in summer. So mild, it means like it's a little bit warm, right? Okay, then we have the Mediterranean climate, that we have mild winters, hot and dry summers. Then we have the desert climate, that it is very hot and dry all year. And the tropical climate, like the climate that we have in Ecuador, that it is hot with heavy rainfall. So we can also find that type of climate in the Caribbean islands, in the coast of Colombia, in the Amazon basin, and the northern coast of Brazil. Well, kids, I have to say thank you and goodbye.